The concept of this event is fine. Like, they gave you a pool of cards that you have to use. So it's like, I thought maybe they finally found something with the event, because a lot of these dual trial events were just kind of bland, honestly. And the first duel I had was honestly, it's pretty entertaining, but there's a reason why it was, and I'll point it out as I progress through the games and replays I'll show you. So yeah, we opened up a hand of 5 dice of like 5 dice cards, and our opponent seems to have done the same. Special summon Orgoth and let's just Gamba with the Orgoth. Like just Orgoth wars all day. So I'll go on our turn, we activate a dice dungeon to get the dimension dice, sack off for a Snipe Hunter, Snipe Hunter pitch one, miss, Snipe Hunter pitch one, whiff, Snipe Hunter pitch one. Are you serious? Are you serious? I missed I missed 3 straight Snipe Hunters. I'm not even gonna calculate the chances of that, because like it's not worth knowing. It's never gonna happen again. We summon our own Orgoth now. Get a 2, get a 5, get a 3. Enter battle. Flip this just cuz. Our opponent activates their own. Unfortunately, theirs is in defense, and this only affects attack, so we're always gonna end up in the lead. Now we have Orgoth and a Dream versus our opponent's gonna cup with Ace. Thank you. Always draw 2. And we draw into one of our non-dice cards. And I'll point out the importance of this later. So we draw 2 cards off Orgoth, Special Summon Thunderbird. Normal Snipe Hunter again. And our opponent, I don't know why you quit right there. I was just gonna miss a Snipe Hunter again and like discard my whole hand and not destroy anything. So yeah, that was the first game. It's pretty entertaining. Like just back and forth die rolls, and like not really a super huge blowout either way, except for when they missed the pot of cup of Ace. Then the majority of the matches, however, are gonna look like this. So obviously I'm playing a blind second deck, and I draw 2 non-dice cards. Our opponent opens with Fusion Destiny in their dice deck. Nice, thank you. Set 1. We have fortunately we have a Kaiju for them, Cup of Ace. Always draw 2. Draw more dice monsters. Activate Kaiju Slumber after Kaiju in their DPE, and they have a Maxi. Nice. So now I'm just gonna give him the smaller Kaiju and run it over, and my hand does not do anything besides that, because I have 5 dice monsters in hand. It goes pass back to our opponent's turn. They activate Rite of Aramis here. Oh, nice. Just open deep Fusion Destiny right, plus Griffin Rider. And since they open Griffin Rider, that lets them search a Lego Knight, which then just clears my whole board, and they can just bounce back the Illegal Knight with the Draco back. And here comes the Mally, here comes the Denier. And just attacks me directly. Well, I have a Dogeron in hand, and they're just gonna negate my Thunderball, because I don't know why they did that. You know, this was really threatening. So we draw another dice monster. Activate Slumber. They have Ash. Okay, nice. Normal summon Time Wizard, and they had their one dice card is Head Judging. So you can tell we drew 5 dice monsters. Our opponent drew 4 non-dice cards, and yeah, that's how it goes when they open a Fusion Destiny Rite of Arm Monsieur Maxi Ash versus double Orgoth Time Wizard Thunderball. and that wasn't even the worst of it, honestly. Like it gets better. Don't worry. Because they were playing the deck from early Master Duel. Now our opponent's on 60, and they're playing a current deck. They're playing Tearlaments. This is the need I remind you. Every deck has 30 useless dice cards in their main and 12 useless cards in the extra. So our opponent opens tier cards, and the vast majority of the games, it's going to be determined by who draws less of the event-exclusive dice cards. So they're literally doing full Tearlaments combo, roll Kalos, get back a Kit on field, so that they can go into Kaleido Heart on their turn, then set 2 tier traps. This is just excellent. This is just an excellent showcase of the die rolling cards and the gambling nature of this event. So we're gonna lead off with trade them if they have Ash, we lose right on the spot. Instead, we're gonna cup of Ace, draw 2, thank you, draw into Desires, thank you. Kaiju their roll Kalos, summon dice out an Orgoth, then special Dogran, enter battle phase. They're gonna Sully activate their kit. They're gonna whiff because, you know, they milled 5 dice cards. Saying thank you, and then they're gonna meta noise my Dogran face down, send a Rhino Heart because I don't know why. Probably because Kit and Rokaj are both in the grave, and the only other fusion they can make is Kaleido Heart, which, you know, requires a Rhino Heart to make, and they didn't have one, and they didn't have a tier card in hand, so yeah, main phase 2, we're gonna tribute summon the second Orgoth, activate the effect. Nice, 3600 Orgoth. Their turn, they're gonna activate summon die and whiff. Normal Snipe Hunter attack the Orgoth, and our turn we're gonna Gizmek them, and they're gonna die next turn. So yeah, how's it feel to be playing tier in the event and lose to a bunch of fucking dice monsters and kaijus? So yeah, in case you're wondering, the best way to build for this event is to run 60 cards and run as many non-dice cards as you can. That way, when you run 60, you're gonna see these cards the least often, and you're just gonna run a coherent strategy, some kind of coherent strategy in the other 30 cards. Which you could run tier with just 3 fusions and just cycle through your 3 fusions with your tier traps the whole time, and that's completely legal, and that's like completely optimal to play. So yeah, I was shocked to see that there was absolutely no ban list. Like, if you just let players play any card in the game, you're not gonna touch the cards that are forced in their deck, right? You're basically just making them run 30 garnets, and then the games are gonna be whoever opens less garnets. I don't think that there's like a single person playing this event that has made one of these extra deck monsters, like, unironically. Well, I mean, yeah, you know, if you want to get this pack, play some Flunderies, play some tier, maybe you'll get a UR out of it. Yeah, that's clearly all this event is good for.